So welcome back to Blackboard Math, and this is Sir Knight. For today's lesson, I am going to teach you about the variance or how to get the variance of discrete probability distribution. The variance of a discrete probability distribution is the summation of the product of the squared of the difference of the random variable and the mean and the probability. So, medyo mahaba siya at medyo mahirap intindihin. Kaya let's have an example, tossing 3 coins. So, always remember, in tossing 3 coins, we always have 2 results for each coin. So, for 1 coin, always remember the results are 1 head, that is capital letter H, and 1 tail, that is capital letter T. So, to proceed, let's have this column. So, in finding the variance of the discrete probability distribution, you need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. So, first and foremost is the first column, the random variable H. So, we already know that the random variable of tossing 3 coins are 0, 1, 2, 3. So, if you have forgotten this, you may check our previous video lessons. Then, the next is find the probability of each random variable. So, we have 8 possible outcomes, therefore, 0 appeared once, so that will be 1 over 8. 1 appeared 3 times, so that is 3 over 8. 2 appeared 3 times also, so it is also 3 over 8. And lastly, 3 appeared once, so that is 1 over 8. The next is the third column, which is we are going to multiply the random variable and the probability. So that will be 0 times 1 is 0 over 8. 1 times 3 is 3 over 8. 2 times 3 is 6 over 8. And 3 times 1 is 3 over 8. So, we are doing this or ginagawa natin to add these values to get the mean. This mean will be used for the next column. So, the sum is 12 over 8, or it is easy to use or to compute if this is in decimal form. So this will be 1.5. And the next column, we subtract the random variable and the mean. So we are going to use, you may feel free to use the calculator, your calculator. So 0 minus 1.5 is negative 1.5. 1 minus 1.5 is negative 0.5, and 2 minus 1.5 is 0.5, and 3 minus 1.5 is 1.5. Next is, after subtracting or the fourth column, we are now going to the fifth. Ito yung fifth. We just multiply the third column by itself. Remember, because of the squared, we are not going to multiply the fourth column by 2. That is wrong. So, mali yun. So, i-multiply lang natin yung fourth column sa sarili niya para ma-eliminate yung negative to make it positive. So, 1.5 times, negative 1.5 times negative 1.5 is positive 2.25. Negative 0.5 times negative 0.5 is 0.25. So, as you can see, there is pattern. Mamaya explain ko kung ano yung pattern. 0.5 times 0.5 is 0.25. And 1.5 times 1.5 is 2.25. After the fifth column, you are now ready to the final column. Ito yon. So for the final column, we are just going to multiply the fifth column, yan, and the second column. So again, you may feel free to use your calculator. 2.25 times 1 divided by 8 is 0.28125. Next, 0.25 times 3 is 0.75 divided by 8 is 0.09375. This is the same as 0.25 times 3 over 8 for the third row, 0.09375. And for the last row, we have 2.25 times 1 over 8 is the same as 0.28125. So the pattern that I am talking about, yung pattern na sinasabi ko dito, if you are going to examine the upper half, ito, this is the same as the lower half. The only difference, yung pinagkaiba nga lang, looking at the fourth column, ito, yung upper half niya negative and the lower half niya is positive. So, yan yung pattern na sinasabi ko. So, as you get the upper half, you just copy it for the lower half. But, caution is, but observe caution pa rin. Mag-ingat lang. Baka kasi kopya kayo ng kopya ng upper half sa lower half, yun pala mali na yung kinokopya nyo. So, always observe caution. Then, finally, we are now going to add the values in the last column. Yan, i-add lang natin siya, yung mga yan, to get the variance. So, our variance now will be using your calculator or our calculator, 0.28125 plus 0.09375 plus 0.09375 plus 0.28125 is equivalent to 0.75. So that is our variance. And after computing the variance, we may also compute for the standard deviation. And the standard deviation is denoted as, denoted as that symbol without the 2. So we are going to get the square root of 0.75. Square root of 0.75 is equivalent to 0.86602540378, but you'll just take two decimal places. So the answer is 0.87. And that's it. So if you have any questions, you may comment below, or you may comment it below. Then for your activity, compute the variance of the random variable representing the number of heads in tossing 4 coins. And that's it. This is Sir Knight. Remember that ang batang matyaga ay batang matagumpay. Ingat!